Titanfall 2, the sequel to the first Titanfall, is definitely an exciting game and builds upon its predecessor. It's got a beautiful story, amazing graphics, and a great multiplayer that leaves you wanting more. Much like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Titanfall 2 begins with an obstacle course that is designed to test a player's skill and place him or her into the difficulty level that they deem fit. From beginning to end, Titanfall 2 keeps its pace as one of the fastest shooters on the market. You can't camp, you can't sit, you always have to be on the move. There is always a sense of urgency that does not allow you to stop, whether for breaks, pit stops, or just for leisure. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and regardless of how you feel like you need to keep pushing forward. This sense of urgency is helped along by your Titan, BT-7274, otherwise known as BT. He himself is a Titan that you gain in the first mission after its original pilot, Captain Lastimosa, dies. BT, the character, though robotic, acts more human than most people in the game or in real life. Unlike in other games such as Halo or Call of Duty, where side characters or companions are often treated like sidekicks, BT is a true equal in this fight. Although he is a Titan, he stands by as a friend and as a source of hope throughout the entire game. This feeling of hope is created through a bond that you will get through several missions as BT becomes closer and closer with the main character, of whom you don't even feel like you're playing, you feel like you are the main character. The developers of this game did an excellent job with placing the player into the character seat and making him feel like not only is he playing this game, but he is part of a new world. A new world in which you have to save your allies and your friends, BT included, for the betterment of mankind. Respawn Entertainment has done a tremendous job of seeking the balance and finding it between being on foot and in Titan. This dynamic gameplay allows for the character to feel powerful not only in his mech suit, but while running around almost unarmored on foot. This variance in gameplay is often noted when you are nowhere near your Titan. In fact, very few parts of the game have your Titan fighting alongside you. You are either fighting within your Titan or on foot. And although you are almost always in constant contact with said Titan, you always feel like you can do just as well with or without him. Though one does not necessarily feel like he or she needs BT around all of the time to survive, it does not take away from the fact, again, that BT is an excellent companion and feels like not only a true ally, but a friend. As you play through the game, BT's connection with the character, and more so the player, grows stronger. This intense connection between man and machine comes to a head multiple times throughout said story when you feel like you have to save BT or BT has to save you. Beyond the emotional roller coaster that Respawn Entertainment puts the character through, the gameplay itself is seamless. Multiple times throughout chapters, I did not feel like I was moving from chapter to chapter. It only separates one chapter from the next via a quick 10-second loading screen, and the action continues after that. To continue with this trend, the wall running, double jumping, floor sliding good time that you have in this game makes it so that the approximately 6 or 7 hour single player feels like it's actually about 3 or 4.
The truth is we have discovered our resolution, and in it lies a weapon with a powerful ability to fold space and time. We don't know who built it, but we do know that it is quite old.
Though lacking for time, this short single player is one of the best first-person shooter single players I've played this decade. I have not felt this intense and bonded into a game as I have since maybe Modern Warfare 1. It is for these reasons that I give Titanfall 2, the single player, a rating of 9.5. It is not perfect, but it's close to it, and the storyline far exceeds any and all expectations I had going into this. Although it has an amazing storyline, many, if not most people, will buy Titanfall 2 for the multiplayer, and the multiplayer, one could argue, is where this game truly shines. If you thought the single player was fast-paced, multiplayer blows it out of the water. It is significantly faster, almost to the point of being dizzying. Not only are you encouraged to wall jump, but you have allies and enemies running around at all times, wall jumping, double jumping, stealthing, crouching, doing every sort of move to evade your grasp. The speed at which Titanfall 2 is played is slightly faster, I would say, than even the first Titanfall. Unlike in Call of Duty or many other popular franchises, in Titanfall, most of the time an encounter with other players lasts about a half second. It is by this speed that makes Titanfall matches, even though many of them have you get up to 400 or 500 tickets, only last about 5 to 10 minutes. Further, the largest part of Titanfall 2 are the Titans, and differently from Titanfall 1, you do not get to create your perfectly tailored killing machine. They have pre-designed Titans that you have to choose, whether it's the Ion or the Tone or any other Titan, that have their own weapons, their own defensive systems, and their own offensive systems. You do not get to custom fit your own Titan in this game, and though many people would consider that a step backwards, I consider that a very strong step forward. It is this lack of customization that forces the character and the player to adapt to what could potentially be a weakness that in Titanfall 1 they would otherwise not have. Even the on-foot characteristics of the online mode seem to have taken a slight hit in customization, although now you can have camouflage for your weapons and your person, and you can have multiple skills. It does seem like it took a slight hit. But again, as with the Titan, this seems to be a step forward. This lack of customization forces the character to adapt. Though the PvP aspect in Titanfall 2 multiplayer is strong, one could argue the PvE aspect is what helps to make it unique. Almost immediately once you start a multiplayer match, there are grunts and specters everywhere. It's very difficult to differentiate between who is and who is not AI. On top of that, it looks like Respawn Entertainment did a great job with updating the AI to make grunts and specters more deadly in Titanfall 2. This makes it so that you no longer can have completely heinous kill-to-death ratios, because even though there may be fewer grunts, they're smarter and deadlier, more accurate too. One big thing I really have to congratulate Respawn Entertainment on is overall level design. Whether it's single player or multiplayer, it always feels like you never know where you are. It always feels like every location is fresh. Of course, there are themes with each and every level, whether it's single or multiplayer, whether you're inside of a facility or outside in the jungle. You always feel like, no matter if you've been in one area or the next, in any level, that you've never actually been there. It always feels new, and it always feels fresh, because of how fast this game plays. Overall, considering graphics, gameplay, both single and multiplayer, I give this game a 9.4. This is easily my favorite first-person shooter of the year, and it might be considered for Game of the Year. They've done an excellent job expanding upon Titanfall 1, and an even better job of adding in a story. If you like this review, please subscribe. I do regular content, whether it's streaming or reviews, and I would love to have you watching my videos. It means the world to me, and I would love to grow my brand and my channel with you. Thank you so much. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Game on.